Every light in the street is dead. The pharmacy window is a black rectangle. You bend to tie a scavenged shoelace and feel boots hit the pavement behind you. One slow, confident step, then another. No fantasies. No heroes. Just danger. This is urban survival stripped of glamour, physics, anatomy, timing, and the single objective that matters: leave. This video is built around one promise: 5 dark truths about urban survival. No fantasies, just danger. I'll lay each truth out plain, show you why it works in terms of body mechanics and mindset, and give practical, principle-driven cues you can start applying. These aren't tricks for glory. They're methods to create space, break contact, and disappear. If you want a deeper breakdown and drills, hit the playlist in the description. Stay with me. Truth number 1. Your body is a weapon. Learn its physics, respect its limits. You are the simplest tool you will ever carry. That's both the advantage and the risk. The human body is a kinetic chain. Power starts at the feet, travels up through the hips, transfers through the torso, and exits through the shoulder and hand. When you strike, don't think of your arm as an isolated flail. Think of an engine behind it. Push off the ground with your back foot, rotate the hips, drive through the shoulder. The force isn't in the arm alone, it's in the follow-through. Check your knuckles. If your wrist is bent on impact, you're about to hurt yourself more than the threat. Keep the index and middle knuckles aligned with the forearm. Palms and heel of hand strikes are often safer and brutally effective in close quarters. They carry good structure and keep your wrist stable. Your elbows are hammers when used with a short, violent drive. Still, they rely on a low center of gravity and hip torque. If you stand upright and swing like a prizefighter, you'll either miss or break your own hand. You won't always have room for full swings. In tight corridors or around overturned cars, short, compact motions are king. Small, firmly structured strikes that interrupt balance buy time. A sharp upward palm into the lower face or a thumb strike to the nose area disrupts orientation. The rule: structure over speed when you can, structure over reach when you can't. Train the chain, feet, hips, torso, shoulder, hand until it's automatic. Truth number 2. Hit to end the fight, not to win a narrative. Target selection for escape. Movies lie. The goal isn't to deliver a heroic knockout. It's to create a physiological window that lets you run. Certain targets produce predictable outcomes. The eyes steal vision. The throat disrupts air and focus. The groin collapses mechanics. The knees ruin mobility. The base of skull stuns through vestibular disruption. You don't need perfection. Interruption is sufficient. Target selection must be proportional and purposeful. Use the edges of your hands, the heel of your palm, the bony ridge of a forearm, or the heel of your boot. A palm-heel strike to the nose bridge or lower face forces a reaction. Blink, flinch, back up. A stomp to the top of a foot or an angled strike to the knee joint disrupts forward drive and buys distance. Name the effect before you act. I want to make them stagger, not to prolong contact. Avoid theatrics. Don't aim to blind. Aim to obscure vision long enough to move. Don't try to crush a throat with a slow, sustained grip. Seek to create a gap in seconds and leave. Think in terms of immediate outcomes. Shock, imbalance, loss of forward momentum. Those are your tickets out. Every strike's purpose is exit. Truth number 3. Defense beats offense. Distance, redirection, and footwork save you. If you can manage space, you don't have to win exchanges. Distance is the first defensive weapon. Step out, step around, angle off the line of attack. A wide, committed haymaker gives you openings if you're suiting up for spectacle. But against a predatory attacker in a collapsed city, it's predictable and dangerous. Use a parry to redirect energy rather than trying to block it head-on. A small, timed deflection at the wrist or forearm converts their momentum into imbalance. Head movement is not dancing. It's survival. Tuck the chin, move the eyes, shift the shoulders to present a smaller target. Lower your center of gravity slightly. Bend the knees, not the waist, to stay grounded and ready to push off. A low line makes you harder to knock over and gives your hips leverage for counters or exits. Practice a simple step-out parry. Step off line with the lead foot. Angle the torso and deflect the incoming hand across their trajectory. You don't need to grab, you just change the vector. This creates a lane for a short structured counter or for sprinting away. Redirection uses their force against them. It's safer and more efficient than trading blows. Truth number 4. The ground is danger. Get up and go, fast. Once you hit the deck, priorities shift. Ground time is vulnerability time. The objective is space and verticality. Create separation, scramble to your feet, run. The ground isn't a place to prove toughness. It's a place to end contact. On your back, use your legs as power. Your feet are not propellers for stretching. They're engines for bridging and shimmying. The bridge and roll principle uses hip thrust against the surface to generate torque. Trap an arm or foot to prevent the attacker from posting out, and then turn your body toward an opening. You're not performing a perfect technique under stress. You're creating a burst of displacement that lets your shoulder clear and your knee post to return to standing. If you find yourself pinned, protect your head and airway first. Cup and cover with forearms, keep elbows in, and use your legs to kick and shove, breaking the grip or the balance that holds you down. When you make space, don't linger. Build a scramble, turn into your knees, find a stable handhold, post with one foot, and stand with intent. The moment both feet hit the ground and you're moving away, your survivability jumps dramatically. For the mounted scenario, use your hips and underhook motions to turn and regain guard, or create an angle. Trap their wrist when possible, shrimp your hips out to create a wedge, and exploit any gap with your feet to regain a standing scramble. Don't aim for heroics, aim for an exit route. Truth number 5. Fear is the enemy you can train. Physiology, drills, and breathing. Fear is not a moral failing. It's your autonomic nervous system doing exactly what it's built to do, flooding you with adrenaline to prepare for survival. The problem is that adrenaline degrades fine motor skills and narrows perception. Under stress, complex movements break down. You default to the gross motor patterns you trained first. That's why you must inoculate through repetition under pressure. Drill simple, high-impact behaviors until they become reflex. Check knuckles, push off the back foot, short palm strike, scramble to feet. Add variables, low light, noise, exertion, to simulate collapse conditions. Train with partners who can stress you with controlled resistance. Realism without recklessness builds muscle memory that operates when cognition narrows. Breathing is the control lever you can use immediately. Try box breathing. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds. Repeat 3 to 5 cycles. This slows the heart rate, recenters focus, and brings back a measure of fine motor control. In a fight-or-flight spike, a single deliberate out-breath on impact reduces internal pressure and keeps your chest from collapsing. Practice box breathing outside of crisis so it becomes available when your body tries to hijack your actions. Remember, stress inoculation isn't about teaching you to enjoy fear. It's about teaching your nervous system that you can act through it. The goal is usable calm, the ability to do the necessary, not to feel brave. Short technical interlude. Mechanics in plain language. When you strike, speak the sequence to yourself. Feet, hips, torso, shoulder, hand. For protection, think chin tucked, shoulders up, elbows in, knees bent. For movement, step, pivot, create angle, exit. Use words like push, rotate, and post. These cues, repeated in practice, become the auditory triggers your body follows when your brain narrows. A brief parry principle. You don't stop a fist, you change its path. Meet energy with lateral pressure, not rigid opposition. A little shelf off to the side and a step offline neutralizes more force than a hard block. The parry doesn't need to be dramatic, just timed and compact. Climax. One scenario that combines the truths. You step out of the shadow of a shuttered storefront. The boots behind you close the distance without sound. You sense, don't think, habit. Your feet are ready, back foot loaded, hips relaxed but ready. The attacker swings a short elbow to the head. You parry the line, angle out with a step, and drive a short palm heel into the lower face. They stagger. vision blurred. You follow with a compact knee to the thigh to sap mobility, then move. You don't stand and trade. They clamp and drag you to the ground. You cover your head, bridge hard, trap their near arm against your chest, and roll toward the trapped side. Your hips create the torque, your shoulder posts, your knee scrambles beneath you, and you find a crawl to the nearest cover. You hit your feet, box breathe 1 cycle, inhale 4, hold 4, exhale 4, hold 4, then sprint on an angle away. That sequence is not a heroic movie montage. It's a prioritized checklist. Create space, break balance, escape. Ethics and reality check. These methods are for defense and exit. Use them only when you must. I won't tell you to become a vigilante or to seek fights. Legal outcomes vary by place and circumstance. Know your laws and seek professional training. The techniques here are principle-driven. Refine them under qualified supervision. Recap. The 5 dark truths. Plain. Truth number 1. Your body is a weapon. Train the kinetic chain and keep structure over theatrics. Truth number 2. Hit to end the fight. Target for interruption, not immortality. Truth number 3. Defense beats offense. Manage distance, parry, and angle away. Truth number 4. The ground is danger. Get up fast, use your legs, and scramble to verticality. Truth number 5. Fear is trainable. Stress inoculation and box breathing save performance. This is ugly work. Survival is not about skill porn or epic knockouts. It's about being efficient, ethical, and exit-oriented under the worst conditions. Train smart, train often, and train with people who will push you safely. If you want deeper drills and a step-by-step course to build the patterns I described, hit the playlist or the links in the description. Start with basic structure and supervised practice. If this cut through the nonsense and helped you see the facts plainly, subscribe for more tactical survival breakdowns and real training recommendations. Seek qualified instruction, understand your local laws, and remember, survival is unforgiving, mechanical, and straightforward. Your job is to leave.